How's it going today, guys? Today we are finally out of the cave and we're going to be making some more videos for you guys today here about Virgin Galactic stock and why it is going to blast off. So the ticker is SPCE space. So we're going to go ahead and talk about that and our bullish thesis on why we think that the price is going to go up like crazy, any news that's going on with it right now, and why it's getting pumped up lately like crazy. So a good amount to dive into. This is one of my bigger positions, so please think about subscribing if you enjoy the content. Let's dive into some space stock. So what is the biggest thing that's causing space stock to blast up Virgin Galactic? And it is the new test flight date. So we had an old test flight that got canceled due to COVID, and that was going to be in November from the 19th to the 24th, I believe. So that was announced that it was canceled because New Mexico was having a ton of different issues with COVID. So that got canceled. The stock didn't really go down a lot from that, which I really thought it was going to, but it didn't really touch it. So then on December 1st, they went ahead and announced that they have a new launch date on December 11th. So that's kind of what's propping it up. I think this whole week it's going to prop it up quite nicely, where everybody's kind of anticipating this test flight that's going to hopefully be successful. Now, what are the factors we have to keep in mind? So there has to be good weather. So if there's bad weather, it could be pushed back again, which would probably not be good and probably have a really short-term dip in the stock price. And then we also have to think technical conditions, which they should be on point. They've had extra time to prepare, I would assume. Essential personnel only. So there's not going to be any media or anybody out there covering this. At least that's what it said on their investors relation page. So they are stating essential personnel only. They don't want to be recording or having media or anything like that due to good old Coke bomb millionaire. Pow. So they're only bringing out essential personnel. So why is this test flight so stinking important? And this is because this is the final approval they're going to need to actually bring people out into space, which is what Virgin Galactic is, a way to get people out into space, which I think is a really, really cool idea, and that's why I'm invested in it and I like it so much. So this is super important. So let's break down the bull and bear thesis on this here. So we got a little bit of a bull and a bear thesis. It's always good to look at both sides because if this doesn't go the way it's planned, we do stand to lose a lot of money. So let's kind of think about what can happen if they are successful with their test flight. So they have approval, they are successful, hopefully Branson's going to be going up there in January time. I would think the share price would go up, I would think, but it has gone up significantly since they announced that they are going to be doing the test flight. So is it already priced in? And it certainly could be. I still think if they had a positive flight where everything went perfect, I do think we're going to see a acute bump in the share price. I think we'd probably see at least a 5-10% day if things were successful. And I mean, that's complete speculation, I'll be real honest with you, but I do believe we'd have a nice positive day. And I'm giving this about 90% odds of being successful and going off without a hitch. I am fairly confident that we're going to be just fine, and I think it's going to go off without a hitch. Now, the 10% that I think possibly could have it be pushed back isn't anything that's massive. I think COVID could push it back, but I don't think it's going to be like a massive catastrophic failure or anything like that. So if it gets pushed back, I think the share price could see a little dip since everybody's getting excited and it's blasting the share price up currently. I think that it could see a little bit of a dip in the share price. But last time it did not move, so that's something to note here, that last time it got pushed back, it didn't move. Now my big problem with this right now is Virgin Galactic has a pretty decent cash burn, so it's like, if we keep pushing this back and back and back, I don't like seeing an extra 3-4 months of just pure cash burn when we can try and get ourselves into business, get people up into space, and start making some revenue. So that's kind of my issue I see with this. I see a less than 1% chance of a monster failure where there's like a catastrophic like plane explosion, anything like that. But if that did happen, oh my goodness, that would absolutely nuke the share price. If something catastrophic happened like that and they had to like go back to the drawing board and it was going to be another 6 to 12 months of just figuring things out, then that would be really bad based on just cash burn, based on just morale, based on everybody watching it. It would just be really, really bad, and I believe the share price would possibly never recover from that because that, would just be the worst thing that could happen. So that's what I think is going to happen with the success or possible failure. So we have a couple other good news things that are happening with Virgin Galactic as well. So another little bit of bullish news that we got is that NASA actually gave Virgin Galactic a contract, which is great news. So the contract includes flight and integration services of payloads, meaning they're just bringing crap up there for them. So good deal on that. So this contract is going to go through July 31st of 2023, and it's for $45 million. So the money is not a huge deal in my eyes, but the fact that NASA sees Virgin Galactic as a company that's going to be able to get up there and consistently bring things up for them, I think that's super duper good news that NASA even has faith in them. I mean, it's NASA. So I think that is a super duper bullish indicator as well that NASA also believes in them. So what is the time frame we're kind of looking at here? I think in December, we good. We Gucci mama. I think we golden. It's going to go just fine. I'm giving it a 90% chance. I hope it doesn't get pushed back because of COVID. That'd be really, really annoying. January time or February, I think our boy Branson, I think he's going up there, and I think that's going to be another significant pop for the stock. So December, I think we're going to be good. I think that's going to give it a pop for the stock. January, I think our boy Branson going up there, another good pop for the stock. Some point early 2021, they're going to be bringing up passengers and starting to make a little bit of revenue. That's going to make me feel a lot better because that's going to soothe our cash burn that we have because they're just flying through $1 bills, y'all. Cash burns. So that's going to soothe our cash burn issue that we have with this company right now. 2022 to 2023, I think that's going to be a time of lots of expansion, hopefully building more jets, hopefully eventually becoming profitable within that time period. So the next few years on this stock, I really am super duper bullish, but there are certain things that could really knock us back. If this doesn't happen and we lose 6 months to a year, 6 to 12 months, that's just 6 to 12 months of extra cash burn that we need to avoid. So if this actually ends up catastrophic failure of some sort and they're going to have to start from square one, then that would be one reason I would probably hop out. But I still feel very, very bullish about this stock. So this is one I follow almost religiously. If you want to keep watching content on it, please feel free to subscribe. And hopefully we make some good cash on this one there, everybody. Take care.